Hi there. Would you mind if I sat with you for a while? Oh! You know my name? Oh, right. You're friends with Jon, aren't you? I thought you seemed familiar. I think he said... Oh, gosh darn it. I don't remember your name. I am so sorry. I am horrible with names. Could I ask for yours? Really? I'm surprised I didn't remember that. It's such a lovely name. Well, I was just wondering, since this is a work period, would you like to work on the chapter review together and compare answers? Of course, really. Why wouldn't I want to do that with you? Is that what people are calling me? I see. Well, I might be good at some things, but it really all depends on the topic and how interested I am in it. Math, I'm not so good at. You seem surprised. Why's that? Well, I am pretty good at English and science, but that's only because the subjects interest me a lot. History is good too, but it's not as interesting, more so because of the way it's presented. I absolutely love learning about history, but history teachers tend to just go on and on talking at the class rather than to the class or with the class, which certainly leads to a lot of tuning out, and the brain actually shuts off after 15 minutes of work because, well, it just can't handle all of that stress, all of that concentration, and I'm going off on a tangent, aren't I? Oh dear. I'm sorry, I tend to do that. I don't mean to bother you with this, Anyway, I was trying to say, I'm not that interested in math, so I don't do particularly well with it, even though I do try to get good grades and study as hard as I can. I was wondering, could you maybe help me out a little? I'll be honest, I got bored halfway through class and I don't understand any of this. Well, it's the logarithms I'm having difficulty with. I'm just so confused because the setup for these, it's exactly the same, but apparently you're supposed to do different things for each problem? Oh, I see. Oh, that's where I went wrong. Of course. Goodness, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. Huh? Hey, I didn't mean to say something that would make you uncomfortable. I noticed that you looked away pretty quickly after I said that. Did I say something to bother you, or to bring up a bad memory? Are you sure? I really don't mean you any harm by saying these things. I really do appreciate that you're helping me out. It means a lot to me. Oh? You're a bit flustered. Why's that? You don't talk to people a lot? Well, I don't mean to sound rude by saying this, but that's kind of obvious. Not because of this interaction, more so because, well, I haven't heard about you from a lot of people. I don't hear a lot of people talking about being friends with you, or about conversations they've had with you, so, it's a bit easy to tell that you don't know many people, or you just choose not to interact with many people, which, of course, is fine. You don't need a bunch of friends in order to be a good person. You don't need any friends to be a good person. I meant to say that you don't need to hide the fact that you don't talk to many people. It isn't a bad thing or anything. Hell, I really only talk to people that Aaron and Mikasa talk to. And that's only because I need to knock some sense into Aaron with my words rather than my fist like Mikasa does. It's pretty exhausting, so by the time I do come around to talking to someone else, I just can't even be bothered to put in the effort. Yeah, it is pretty tough, but I really like talking to you. Yeah, of course. I know that you and I haven't talked very long, probably about 5 or 6 minutes by now, but really, you're very nice and so helpful and kind, and I don't know, you're very patient with me, which I certainly appreciate. Whenever I go off on tangents with Aaron, he never listens, and Mikasa, I don't always know if she's listening. Sometimes I like to think that she is, but I'm pretty sure she's always focusing on Aaron. The others? Well, they're kind of off doing their own things, so I can't really talk to them. Well, I wouldn't say that. It isn't that I don't have anyone to talk to. I have my cat plushies in my room. Yeah, I really don't have many close friends. I take it you're the same way? If I may ask, why is that? Do you just prefer to have a few friends rather than a large group, or do you just not like interacting with people? You're a bit shy? Well, that's alright. Nothing wrong with that. Really? I actually think that shy people are kind of cute. Well, I didn't mean to say that I think that you're cute. Not that I'm saying you aren't, it's just, I don't know, it's cute the way that they get so flustered from compliments because, well, either they're not used to it or they're just so embarrassed because they are so shy, and, I should probably keep my mouth shut from now on, huh? I did come to talk to you because I do think you're kind of cute. But that isn't the main reason, of course. I do think that you're a very good student, and I've seen you answer questions in class, even though you always seem a bit hesitant and you always second-guess yourself. You're very good at this class, so I really did want your help because I do value your opinion and I know that you're good at this. So, you being cute is certainly an added bonus. I kind of short-circuited in my mind when I came over here. See, Jean talks about you a lot because he wants to try to help you branch out a bit more. I'm sure he's mentioned this to you, yes? Yeah, about that. He talks you up a lot, and he started talking to me specifically since he thinks, well, I'm pretty sociable, and I do tend to treat my friends well, according to him, and, the way he described you, I kind of, looked you up on the school website, the section where the yearbook is, and, after everything he told me, and then after seeing what you looked like, well, I may or may not have developed a bit of a crush on you. Oh dear, you're looking away. Is that because you're flustered? Or because you're so humiliated that someone like me would like you? What was that? I'm sorry, you weren't speaking very loudly, and I think... Are you speaking into your hand? I thought it sounded a bit muffled. Could you repeat what you were saying? You don't mind that I like you? Really? I find that pretty hard to believe, but okay. So, do you, like me back? Do you not know, or would you rather just be friends? You don't know? Well, that's okay. I'm sure you know pretty much nothing about me except from rumors that other students pass on, but, You know quite a bit about me? Define quite a bit. Oh! You know pretty much everything about me. Do you think you could tell me how exactly? Oh. I knew that your name sounded familiar when Jon brought it up. I didn't realize that you were part of the journalism club. Of course. So you know Ilse Longnar, don't you? Wonderful. And I take it, with that notebook of hers, she knows pretty much everything about every student, right? Oh, delightful. How much did she tell you? When you say you know everything, do you really mean everything? Great. So you know that I was absent for quite a while because I was just so irritated by the cold that I couldn't come to school. Great. Exactly what I want my crush to know about me. Well, about that, I think I might have a condition that makes me more susceptible to colds and sicknesses because, well, the second that I take off this hood, or the second I take off my futon, I get sick and start sneezing. I'm not even joking. Here, look, I'll take this hood off and you can... Oh no. Okay, putting it back on. See what I mean? As soon as I take that off, I start sneezing, so, yeah, that's kind of why I missed so much school. You're laughing. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You think it's cute? Okay, then. I find it rather annoying, but to each their own, I suppose. Huh? Oh, yeah. My futon looks just like my hood. Do you know Levi? Yeah, he made this for me, actually. And he fixed up my futon, too. It had a hole in it, and he stitched it right up. You wanna come to my house later and see it? Oh, yeah, of course. That sounds really nice. I'd really like that. You and I could study for the test together, and we could curl up under my futon. Oh, maybe I can introduce you to my cat plushies. I name each and every single one of them, and I'm sure they'd love to meet you. Is that a good laugh as well? Alright then. Should we consider this a date? Well, I thought that you were the shy one, but you've got me all flustered now. Let's get back to working on the logarithms, yes? And then we can go over all of the homework and the review for the chapter test later, okay? Alright. Sounds like a good plan.